And welcome to Around the Table. It is a Friday edition of Around the Table with Dan and Ann. And we're just sitting here around the table while we're... While we're what? This is what?
I don't know.
What's up with you today?
Nothing. It's Friday.
You got an attitude over there, girl?
No, but I've got to tell y'all something. I mean, you go ahead with your little header there, and I'll interject.
My header?
Yeah, whatever you were saying.
Oh, no, I'm done.
Okay, good.
When you talk, I'm done.
First of all, I have to shout out to Carson Pinnell and his Funyuns that he shared with me. And I told him I'd give him a shout out. So there it is. I have delivered my message, Carson.
Funyuns?
Funyuns. They were some kind of weird flavor of them, but yeah.
I know. I had some the other day.
Well, you know, when I got my bridge, it was the first thing I could crunch on.
Oh, okay.
So, anyway, okay. So I went to a cake decorating class last night.
Okay.
Y'all, if you know me personally, you can go to my Facebook page and see it. If it's on, you know, if I decide to share it on Around the Table, I will. But I kind of kept it just on mine because mine was
you
pretty
want to show the picture
sad.
Of that cake?
Well, I'll put it. I'm not right now. You want me to? Y'all, everybody there. I went around and looked at all the cakes and felt even worse about myself.
You're just not a cake decorator.
Well, I'm not good with my hands in that respect. I'm not creative that way, and I'm not detail oriented.
Slow down. Take your time.
Well, we were kind of in a time, you know, they didn't want to be there forever.
Well, I know, but you got to have your artistic creativity there going on.
Well, you have to have some something inside you that's that way. It was fun. I had fun with my girlfriends, but it was a very anxiety-driven thing for me. And plus, it made me feel bad about myself. So I'm like, maybe I won't decorate cakes
Well, you
anymore.
you don't worry about what it looks like. You worry about the taste.
I don't. You know, I don't. I honest to goodness don't. And you can tell by the looks of my cake. And it finally got to a point where I thought, I don't really give a crap what it looks like. This is stressing me out too much. I just want to be done with it.
You just don't have the technique, right?
I don't.
You just...
I learn a lot about myself in situations like that.
You were showing me some of the icing swirls on the side, and you said, it looks like dog do.
It did. Or really gone wrong Tootsie Roll.
Well, you could change the name on the top and say, Happy Birthday, Fido.
And it was supposed to say thankful. Well, I didn't have room for thankful, and I didn't even have room for thanks. I thought it was thank.
I thought it was a Hanukkah cake.
Hanukkah cake?
With you know, what's the language of the Jews?
Jewish?
Well, what's the Arabic or whatever it is?
Oh, okay.
The text looked a little bit foreign to me.
The text was pathetic.
Well,
I mean, it was probably a whole lot. It was probably better than what my perception of it is. But I looked at it, and it was a heart-shaped cake, which was really kind of hard to tell at the end for me. And it was supposed to say, the one that they did and showed us said thankful. Well, there was no way there was room for thankful. And you're supposed to write it across it, you know, from side to side with top bottom. I looked at mine and I thought, well, I started up here and put thank sideways. I had turned that thing and
that's funny. I thought it said thank all.
Well, actually, the N closed off, so it was more like THANK. No, okay.
Okay.
Thank. I don't know. It was just.
Would you please post that, please, on Around the Table?
I will.
Yeah,
I'll post
please.
the whole thing. I'll share it.
Please
on there.
do that.
You know, I'm not super touchy. You know what I mean? To share my life out loud.
You're open for ridicule.
I am. I live it out loud.
Yeah.
What I tell people.
That's good.
Whatever. It was very stressful though for me. But anyway, it was a fun time, and they'll have more if that's something that interests you.
Yeah.
You know, some people like to do the paint parties, and I enjoy those.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of stress
who
fest.
Who put on this cake decorating class?
Sweet Honey Cafe and Bakery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, where are they located?
They are in the old Marie's building. The Akers own this business.
Okay.
Do you know where I'm talking about? Out. It was also a Chinese restaurant at one point.
Oh, I know where you're at. Yeah.
Diamond Head.
Yeah, Diamond Head.
That was.
Yeah.
It's that same building, and they've got it decorated absolutely adorable. And last night was fun in every part except the stressful part for me. Everybody, you know.
What people say about your cake? What people say about your cake?
Fine. I thought, you liars. What are they going to say? Well, that really does suck, Ann.
Well, You're part of the group, though. I mean,
but you're more critical of yourself always. But y'all, there was reason for me to be more critical of mine.
Well, we'll have to sample it. We'll have to make sure that
it was really tasty.
Now, did you go through the process of baking it while you were there?
No, they had it already baked so that we could just ice it.
No matter what it looked like, it tastes good.
It tasted good. I'm telling you, it tasted good. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's my saga on Thursday evening, but it was fun. I had a good time.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, boy.
You need things like that in your life to make you,
Yes.
veer off into the positive instead of the negative.
I'm going to tell my husband because I said, honey, I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to go out to eat with a couple of these girls before we go to this cake decorating thing. Not really telling him what time. Letting him know that I don't have dinner prepared for him because I was going to go out. And all he wrote back and said was, no, it must be nice to have friends. Oh, my God.
He's perfectly happy where he's at.
He's perfectly happy without friends. It's
he's
just
okay.
funny.
He's okay.
Anyway. Okay, that's it.
What do you think of the overnight temperatures? I mean, did you go out in this?
I had gum.
I mean, was it cold last night when you were out decorating your
It was
fiasco?
because of the wind mainly. But yes, I mean, it was getting cooler, yes. But this morning was significantly cooler.
Yeah, it was.
Like in the 30s.
Yeah, but it's going to be sunny today. If that means anything. It's only going to get up to 53, but tonight it's going to drop down to 31. So you'll have some kind of frost.
Well, how low did it get last night? It was supposed to be 31.
Cold. Yeah, it's pretty
cold.
cold.
Yeah.
Sunny with a high near 62 on Saturday. No chance of rain. Saturday night, low 43. It's going to be a little gusty out there, wind-wise.
Gusty.
Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 69, breezy with southwest wind up to 30 miles per hour. So I don't know if I would want to, go out and start a fire. We've had a bit of rain. And I don't know if the burn ban is still on, but I know people are talking about wanting to burn burn off some of the leaves, but I'm not sure that Sunday would be a good idea.
Well, the breezy, don't do it when it's windy. I mean, that's my advice. Don't do it.
Yeah, you want to hit us off on Monday?
Monday is mostly cloudy with a high of 63. Again, gusts. Monday night we'll have a low of 31. Let's just say the wind's going to continue.
Yeah.
Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high of 52. And Tuesday night, 36 for the low. Wednesday Wednesday brings in a 40% chance of rain.
Uh-oh.
And mostly clear with a high of, mostly cloudy, with a high of 53. Low of 37 that night. Still 40% chance. And 40% chance continues into Thanksgiving Day with a high of 49.
Okay. We'll let people know that we will not be here on Thursday of next week.
Or Friday.
We're going to spend some time with family.
Yep. So.
And eat leftovers.
We'll have music in place of this show.
Yeah. All right.
Is the breeziness like common for this time of year?
Yeah, I think so.
What
Well,
Mr. Weatherman, why?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a weatherman, but I know that typically when things start to change, the temperature changes. Mm-hmm. Like in springtime, we have a lot of thunderstorms and tornado activity and stuff.
But I mean the wind, like the windiness.
Well, yeah.
The gusts.
Yeah.
We don't always have that kind of weather.
Sure we do.
Not every day. Okay, Matt. Matt. Hello, I just read Matt's name there. Hello, Dan.
Oh, you want me to be Matt
my
for
name
you
is
today?
Dan. I mean, my name is not Dan. My name is Dan.
This is Around the Table with Matt and Dan. and Dan. Dan and Matt. And whatever.
Oh, dear. Okay, move on.
Would you like to do some a topic to ponder?
Yes, I would.
Have you enjoyed these topic to ponders today? I mean, up to this point.
I have, yes.
Okay. All right. We've got one for you.
Mainly because I didn't have to come up with them.
Yeah, really. Well, I usually come up with them on a Sunday night when I'm going, oh, shoot, I've got to come up with some topics to ponder. So anyway, here is today's.
Glad you do.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
Did y'all see me just roll my eyes? I hope you did.
Did you just read it?
Y'all.
Okay.
What is the last thing you'd like to accomplish in life?
What is the last thing that you'd like to accomplish in life?
My last breath.
A breath?
I really don't know.
I would like to have a solid, loving, stable relationship with my family.
With all of them?
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a very good one. Yeah.
That's something to hope for because then you can die.
True.
You know? Yeah. And I'm sure there's other.
How do you propose?
Don't know.
You know,
Just
it says that you would accomplish, but maybe it's not going to be in your hands.
I think you need to take control of that.
You may
and be the best you can be.
Well, take the high road.
Uh-huh.
In that situation, I guess, and I mean, I would not disagree that that's a really good thought because I was kind of blank.
Yeah, I came up with this, but I didn't come up with that answer until 5 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. Because I
think that's admirable, and that's a nice goal. And
Would
you may have to be the one, even though you're wrong. You may have to be the one to
sure
start that whole process.
Yeah, sure.
Huh? That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Any others? What would you? Do you have nothing?
I don't know. I had nothing, but I just now read it, and as you said, you've known it for all week.
5 minutes,
and you haven't.
I hadn't thought about
anything. Exactly.
What would you think though? Because people want to know what you think.
I don't know if they really do, but not when I don't know. I mean, I truly am like stumped. I don't.
Would you like to be in a mass over your head debt before you?
Debt free would be good.
There you go. That would be one.
Healthy. You know, I would like to be healthy until I would like to stay healthy, but you know, I mean,
would you like to be? Would you like to ambulate?
Yeah, I'd like to be ambulatory.
Yeah, walk around and be able to get up every morning and.
You know, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be good too.
My mind goes to, but that might not happen. You know, rather than allowing myself to just sit in it. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that makes sense, but it does to me.
Well, for a lot of people, they have no control over their last day either.
No, you don't.
Yes, some of our good friends.
I guess I want to live the best that I can and be the best person that I can up to the end.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's the answer that I was trying to pry out of you.
Well, it took me. I told you I can't just. I'm not spur of the moment.
Okay. With that said, today's topic to ponder is what is the last thing you'd like to accomplish in life? The last thing you'd like to accomplish.
Contentment from Hillary.
There you go.
And Leslie King said, seeing all my family and friends in heaven. But that's kind of afterlife. And I'm cool with that's a great answer, but that's kind of after the
right.
And
I'll have that topic to ponder question later.
More at like now before you die, but anyway, whatever.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Don't question the answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, go to our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think about today's topic to ponder. What is the last thing you'd like to accomplish in life?
We want to know your thoughts.
Yeah, I think this is a good one.
Yeah.
Let's see what we get. All right, let's do some history.
Okay.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
We understand there has been a shooting. The presidential car coming up now. We know it's the presidential car. You can see Mrs. Kennedy's pink suit. There's a Secret Service man, spread eagle, over the top of the car. We understand Governor and Mrs. Connolly are in the car with President and Mrs. Kennedy. We can't see who has been hit, if anybody's been hit, but apparently something is wrong here. Something is terribly wrong.
61 years ago today, President Kennedy was shot dead while riding in an open car through the streets of Dallas. Listeners to a Dallas radio station got this early word from a reporter on the motorcade route.
From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
And that was news correspondent Walter Cronkite announced Kennedy's death on CBS News.
The first shot rang out, and I was positive when I saw the look on his face and saw him grab his chest and saw the reaction of his wife that he had been shot.
And this was the same account from a man that was close by.
Yeah.
I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
And that was President Lyndon Johnson, who took the oath of office as president aboard the Air Force One before flying back to Washington. The oath was administered by Judge Sarah Hughes.
Okay. Over the last decade, We have given power back to the people on an unprecedented scale.
I'll do that one. Then can we go back and just read the previous one?
Okay.
34 years ago today, British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, having failed to win re-election of the Conservative Party leadership on the first ballot, announced she would resign. Later that day, she delivered a speech defending the government in the House of Commons.
And also 59 years ago today, Man of La Mancha opened for a long run on Broadway. In the title role, Richard Kiley sang The Impossible Dream.
Thank you.
It was not for any medical purpose, is that correct?
Correct.
It was for your own purpose, is that correct?
Yes.
7 years ago today, former sports doctor Larry Nassar pleaded guilty to multiple charges of sexual assault involving gymnasts. And if you can watch that thing on, I think it was on Netflix about that. It was quite sad, but eye-opening.
It's about history. It's about changing the way the world thinks.
This was 81 years ago today. This is a birthday cut. Tennis player Billie Jean King was born in she was born, and in 1973 she won the Battle of the Sexes tennis match against the top-ranking Bobby Riggs. In 2009, after being awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, she spoke with CBS reporter John Blackstone about the significance of the match.
You really want us to be each other?
Well, we will get to this.
The mild-mannered alter ego of the Incredible Hulk in Marvel's The Avengers series.
I was doing just fine until you showed up. Did anyone ever tell you play a very aggressive game?
40 years ago today, actress Scarlett Johansson was born. She played an American in London in Match Point. There you go. Today in history. Boom.
Boom.
Chakalaka.
Out of the way. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, there's a runoff going on.
Right.
The city council, there's one position that is it's not being contested. It's just that the votes are so
runoff,
close. Yeah, it's a runoff. And we've reached out to both of the candidates and only got word back from one. So we're going to talk with Austin Wilson, and he's going to appeal to the people to go back out and vote and see where those other votes fall. Okay. And we'll be talking with Austin in just a few minutes. And then later on, we have Matt Bell, and we're going to do some updates, I would assume.
Yeah, and Christmas Parade.
Christmas Parade.
As well.
We'll talk to them in just a few minutes. Stick around and stay with us. You're listening and watching Around the Table with Dan and Ann.
statewide.
All right. Elections coming up. I know we had a voting back in November, but there's been a tight race.
Yes.
In one of the positions for the city council representatives, and we have with us in the studio Austin Wilson. Welcome, Austin.
What seat in ward? What is the position itself that is this runoff that you're involved in?
So this runoff is for Harrison City Council Ward 3, Position 1.
Okay.
Okay.
And you're running off with who?
Charlie Pierce.
Where are y'all going to run off to? No, just kidding.
That's a good question.
Just kidding. So tell us.
I just want to let people know we reached out to Charlie, and I never got a response back. So
as of right now, we won't.
We did reach out.
Be able to have him on because he hasn't responded. Yeah. But we do offer that. We always offer that opportunity.
Yeah, always. Anyway,
okay, so tell us.
So what's the campaign like? I mean, I bet you thought you were finished campaigning, right?
I thought I was done, until they told me otherwise about 9:30, 10 o'clock that night. They're like, hey,
what was your reaction to the numbers? Because what was the difference? Not very much at all.
So Charlie did have about 200 ahead of me and Melly. And then me and Melly Williams was about 2 piece.
Okay. So that's pretty tight race.
Pretty tight, yeah.
Tight enough. Now, how are you going to sway those voters that have to go back in and vote?
Yeah.
Well, there was 990 people that did not cast a vote for me, and half of my feeling was they did not make a connection with my face and my name. So I'm hoping to get back out there on social media and knock on some more doors to let people know, hey, this is my face, you know me, and this is my name.
Have you, usually when a candidate gets in this position, they ask the candidate that didn't win for their support. Did you reach out to Melly, or?
We briefly talked that night that, I was more of a joking, because it was so back and forth during the night. She was ahead and I was ahead. And, so I looked at her and she's like, don't worry. If you get the runoff, I'll support you. And if, I'll win, I hope I got your support. Okay. So it was not a formal ask, just more of a joking around asking, like, hey,
I see.
If we don't win, we'll support each other.
I just wonder if she's going to publicly...
You'll be friends anyway. I mean,
I wonder if she's going to publicly endorse you.
That's a good
That'd be up to her. Yeah, I guess it would be, yeah.
Do they do that here?
I don't know, but I would, if you really want the position and you think you can make a change, then I would, the person that did not win, I would ask for their support.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that's up to you, bud.
So how's it going?
It's a lot of door knocking, trying to figure out, what do I need to do differently this round since I have a second round.
Yeah.
So hitting the streets kind of heavy and just social media heavy, because I feel like my connection will be to the younger generation, which is on social media and internet versus knocking on doors and kissing babies and shaking hands.
Well, typically in a runoff like this, you're not going to get the same voters. A lot of people won't go out and vote because they don't have any other reason but just to vote for you. So how do you plan to? Yeah,
you're gonna have to find those people and knock them in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really it's just taking a dive into the 999 number that did not cast a vote for me, Charlie or Melly.
Right.
So, there was almost 1,000 people there. So just trying to find out who they are.
And appeal to them, I guess.
Appeal to them and just trying to ask them, hey, you were out once, you didn't make a selection, now is your chance to really make a selection for your local government.
Yeah. Yeah, for those.
And I guess remind us what you're going to bring to the table. You know what I mean? Why you?
Why me? So empathetically will listen. Transparency. I would like to bring out town halls quarterly or so often, just trying to figure out, how often. My goal is quarterly town hall meetings where, I will set up a time and date and a location and let the people come talk to me versus us talking to them.
And how important is it to get a consensus of your the people out there in the community? What would make those people change your mind to vote a certain way?
So we do represent the ward, but we are voted and selected in the entire city. So, just because, I have my ward saying yes, I may have the other three wards telling me no. So a majority, wins, depending on how they swayed. So that's why it's important to get everybody involved, bring them to the table and let them announce their ideas or their opinions.
Is there any platform?
Listen to the people.
Is there any platform or agenda that you want to introduce to the council?
Not really. I just would like to work on the current foundations that Harrison has and just bring them better to the future. Some improvements to the park at the fairground I'd like to bring on. The square is kind of dying down, so I'd like to work with the city council members and the mayor to figure out what we could do to bring that back alive. There's been a few businesses that I've talked to that they didn't have very much support or help from the city council or anybody in the city. So I'm just trying to figure out, okay, what does that look like and how can I, just kind of help hold their hand during the red tape.
Mm-hmm. Well, and change that perspective for people, I guess, or the businesses,
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, tell us when the election is going to be again.
All right, so the election day is the day after the parade, which will be December 2nd. But the election day is December 3rd. Polls will open at 7:30 and close at 7:30. And then early election day, because normally they have more turnout than election day. Early is Tuesday and Wednesday from 8 to 4:30. It's going to skip the 28th and then back open on the 29th, 8 to 4:30, and then Monday 8 to 4:30 as well.
Okay.
And I bet you can go to the City of Harrison Facebook page if you didn't catch all that.
And is it just one location that you're voting?
From my understanding, yes, because that's in the bottom of the notes at the
election center. Okay.
So.
All right. Well, Austin, we appreciate you coming in and appealing to the voters of Harrison, and good luck in the election.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right. And,
you bet.
And if so, we'll get out there and vote.
Again, it's your civic duty. Go vote.
Yeah. And we may have you come back in if you win the election. We'll talk about some updates on what the city's doing.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Thanks, guys.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to talk about, you talked earlier about things are happening down on the square in downtown Harrison. Well, we've got a good representative of that coming up next. Matt Bell's in the house, and we will talk to him in just a few minutes. Stick around. Stay with us. You're listening and watching Around the Table with Dan and Ann.
the original KHOZ.
And welcome back to Around the Table. We have Matt Bell in the house.
In the house.
And you've been out working already this morning. What is going on with you, buddy?
It is time to decorate our downtown, get all the Christmas lights up. The crew is out there right now. And
you got your work clothes on.
Yeah. I mean, I got my holy jeans on. I got everything going.
Yeah.
You should have some long underwear on under there. It's
I
cold
do have
as it
underwear
is.
on, but they're not that
as
long.
long as it's so cold.
They're longer than most, I would say. But yeah,
well, if you put them on, they'd be long, I'm sure.
Yeah,
He's a big boy.
You go to your knees.
I'm not gonna. Okay.
So we've got Camp Jack volunteers. We've got Recovery Center of the Ozark volunteers. We've been at it all week long. Today, hopefully, will be the wrap-up day. Right now, the crew is out working. You know, we got the new decorative light poles going down Main Street coming into downtown.
Yeah.
We're putting characters, snowmen and reindeer on there right now as we speak. The crew is.
Are you adding stuff this year? Like, I mean, every year you think, let's do this new, and but you got a lot of maintenance too, don't you?
Yeah, that's what the real killer is. So maintenance is already hitting the budget pretty hard.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Every year with the wind damage to the lights on the building tops.
Yeah.
New lights have to be ordered. It amazes me how many of these lights go missing, right? People just walk around our downtown and take lights out of them, and they want a souvenir. Yeah, I don't get it. What are they going to do?
What are you going to do with the light?
In this day and age,
Put it in their mouth, and maybe it'll light up when they have a good idea.
It doesn't surprise me in this day and age, honestly, unfortunately. But
so a lot of maintenance, a lot of repair work, and then you got the time crunch, right? I mean, it's a huge, massive project.
Oh, yeah.
And we are very thankful that we have Camp Jack and we have Recovery Center of the Ozarks.
You could not do this with just a couple people.
No. It takes an army.
Well, and Explore Harrison, who is probably heading the whole thing up.
We are a partner in it for sure, and I'm trying to pass that buck a little bit more every year. But
you don't want to be the sole guy.
We love it. We do love it. It just gets to where because we have a lot going on at the office.
Sure,
we've got the Christmas parade. Here in a week. December 2nd. So
how is that going? You getting a lot of entries?
A lot of entries, but you want me to be quite honest with you? I have no idea how many because we've been out. I've not been in the office. I don't.
Okay.
Renee at my office, she knows exactly how many.
I know you got 12.
We got 12.
Yeah, you got 12.
We definitely have 12. That would be the shortest run Christmas parade ever if we only had 12.
Well, I started to say that would hardly be worth the Christmas parade, but maybe I shouldn't say that. I know it's always worth the Christmas parade.
Hey, we cover Jasper. They have 20 or 30 floats. And,
good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We cover those.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's beautiful going through there downtown. I bet that's nice.
And you gotta tell us the theme. This is the most out of the box theme I've ever heard.
So we are always freezing at this Christmas parade. So we thought if we just willed it into it would be a warm Christmas if we did a luau Christmas.
What I'm waiting for is all the hula hoops and the luau dress and all that stuff.
Tell me the name of it.
So it's
Malakaliki.
Malakaliki, yeah. Malakaliki, that's a song too, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that means Merry Christmas, maybe, or
I believe so.
Happy Christmas.
Well, I hope people bring the vibe of warmth.
That's so.
Let me tell you,
if you will it.
Okay, because I've looked at the forecast that far out, I did. I made the mistake of since I'm going to be out in it, and it's not pleasant.
Well, thank you for that.
Let's keep willing it.
I thought I was supposed to come on air to be uplifted by you guys.
I am the reality. I'm the reality person in the room. I'm so sorry, but we're gonna will it, right?
We are willing it into existence.
There's time.
Because I was hoping to see some lays, some
you
some
can wear lays on top of your winter coat.
Some Speedos, Santa in a Speedo.
Coconut bras.
Yeah, the whole shebang.
Matt Bell, if you dress up like that, you come show us.
I don't get to dress up, but I'm working it. Our team is working it. Hey, we're going to do it like we did last year. Remember last year, Creekside Community Center was in full bore construction mode.
Yeah.
So we only had half of the parking lot to work with. Well, this year Creekside's going to be open, so we're going to try to maintain the same deal that we did last year.
How are you going to do that with them being open and
it's going to be tricky.
It gets pretty full at night.
Where there's a will, there is a way.
Okay.
You're going to will it.
Yeah. Yeah. Or we'll just tell people they can't come to Creekside that day. That'll really make people happy.
That might not go well.
Yeah, we haven't really figured that out. But by utilizing the soccer complex for all of our trailer floats, the smaller floats, and then we use the Creekside parking lot like last year. We just put the big dogs, the semis, the tow trucks, the fire engines, the vans start there, So by doing that, we relieved some of the pressure on that parking lot.
Okay.
Right.
And they just drive up from the soccer complex. They drive up that walking trail, and they're right in the parade.
Okay. That'll work.
Well, I mean, there's probably plenty of room out there. You just have to be organized.
It's organized
chaos.
It's organized chaos, yeah.
There's no... Okay.
Because, you only got a few people trying to tell people where to park, and then one person goes rogue, and it messes everything up.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
They could have just turned and parked there, but no, they're going to do a 180 turn, back it in, 5-point maneuver, turn around, and then you're like, what are you even doing?
Yeah.
You got little kids running around
Oh,
out there.
my gosh, yeah. And it gets dark early.
Yes, but the city put new lights in that parking
good.
lot.
Good deal.
Good,
Yeah,
good,
as
good.
part of the Creekside, so the parking lot will be lit really nice for us this year.
That's always been a danger.
Yeah.
Is there an opportunity for people to still sign up, or we're done?
Yeah, so if they go to our website, exploreharrison.com, click on the events, and then scroll on down to the Christmas parade.
Wow.
Okay.
And click sign up online, or stop by our office, 200 West Stevenson, or call our office, 870-741-1789. We can hook you up. We want as many people involved as we possibly can.
Now, a lot of times they will say no horses. Are you taking horses this year?
So horses are allowed as long as they have a pooper scooper behind them.
Okay.
That's the big thing.
And do you usually put them in the rear? Do you care where they're at?
Usually the poop comes out of the rear, so we want them in the rear. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll probably we definitely won't launch any of the horses, if there are any, before any of the marching bands.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
I'm okay with them going in front of some big trucks.
The marching band would be chaotic with their routine because they'd be overstepping some of the poop.
Yeah, or one of them could get stuck in it. Oh, and then everything just...
Now you're going to have classic cars this year? And,
people will deck them out.
And what about the candy situation? Can you?
Yeah, what's it with candy?
Yeah, what can you?
Toss?
So there is a rule that you're not allowed to throw candy or objects from a moving vehicle.
Okay.
However,
but you can pass.
Wait, there's a however.
However, during a parade, it is controlled. We don't encourage anybody to launch candy. If you're walking alongside the float, yes, pass it out. And at the end of the day, there's nobody policing it. It's hard. It would be impossible for us to
I think the issue is launching candy from farther away.
Well, the other thing is not everybody's a Joe Montana, right?
Right.
They can't throw it very well. Well, so they throw it and it just dribbles right outside of their float.
Yes.
And then you got kids running
yes,
out.
That is
they
the
want
issue
that
right
Tootsie
there.
Roll,
Right.
So then it becomes a safety issue from that standpoint.
Right.
So it is nice if you can just walk alongside the float. It doesn't move very fast.
Right.
I mean, so just hand it out and say hi to people as you're walking next to your decorated
It's a
float.
perfect opportunity to engage with people. So, hey.
We also want to let people know that if you can't make it out to watch the parade along the route, we will be covering it on K26 Hometown Television, 843 on the cable system. If you want to watch it, we'll do it live.
And that's so awesome that you guys do that. When Kim Rawson talked to me about that whole process starting, and part of it too was they wanted to have the people, the hospital staff and the hospital patients be able to see the parade. Right. And so by plugging y'all in, I don't know how many years you've been doing this, but a decade? Maybe? Has it been
not
more
with
than
not with not with the hospital.
Not with the hospital.
Okay.
But we've been doing it for quite some time.
Well, because you were stationed downtown and doing it
Yeah,
down
we did
there.
it in front of the old Walters building.
That's right. Yeah.
But we've been doing that for ever since
umpteen ever.
As long as I can remember.
1990.
Okay, I was 7.
Yeah, there you go. We did it since
my
you were
career
7.
was negative 20 years. But no, it's great. It's great that y'all do that because not everybody can make it out. And if it's going to be a cold and blustery night, as negative Nancy over here just
negative
said.
Nancy,
That's my name, Nancy.
Oh, is it? Is it really?
My first name.
I believe it now. I wouldn't have picked you for a Nancy until you just gave me the
Yep,
weather
there you
report
go.
for December 2nd.
Let's all call her Nancy from now on.
Yeah. No, we're really excited. like I said, can't brag enough about the crew that's got all the Christmas lights going up. Man, we've got people.
We are very appreciative
We've
of
got
our
people.
community.
Yeah, yeah.
And people like that jump on board.
They care. They want to
we
be
need
out
we,
there.
we've got a good leader, and that's in you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I
just
mean,
there.
You're just out front. I know you'll say that I'm just out front, but you do lead this thing, so
Well,
we appreciate
We
it.
kind of have a game plan. Kyle Strain at my office has really taken the reins a lot this year,
Good
too.
deal.
So he's the one driving
So,
the lift.
well, let's give
Okay.
him all the credit then.
Yeah, we'll give him the credit. And then if it goes bad,
It was
it's
all Kyle's
That's
fault.
all on
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Matt, thanks so much
Thank
for
you.
coming
Always
in.
a pleasure. Thank you guys so
Hey,
much.
a Christmas parade is coming up
December 2nd,
next Monday.
a week from Monday.
A week from
Monday.
Monday. Sorry.
After
Get
Thanksgiving.
out and watch it, and if you can't watch it on K26 Hometown Television, 843 on the Cox Cable System. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Stick around, stay with us.
All right.
Hey, and welcome back to Around the Table with Dan and Ann.
Yeah. What are we waiting
Hey,
for?
welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
You know what?
What do you do?
I closed up my iPad, which I
What'd you do that
monitor
for?
the thing. Because I was done. I guess I was
You
done.
think you were ready to get out of here?
I guess I was done, people. I don't know.
Now we've got quite a
We got 10
we're going to do
minutes
3
left.
hours today. Let's just do.
I'm leaving at 10 o'clock. You may stay.
That's not very fair to your coworkers.
You didn't warn me we were staying till
are you
for
one of
3
those that-
hours. You did not ask me if it was okay to stay for
I think
3
you
hours.
should probably back up your loyal.
Think of something really good because you're dying right now.
Well, I would
You're not
expect
pleading your case.
if we had come up to a cliff, and the only way out was to jump, I would allow you to go first.
Dan, I have words for you.
Because I wanted to see if you survived. I wanted to see.
No, he wanted to kill me. He would have pushed me. Oh dear.
And I would yell out, "Just kidding. There's no
As
threat."
I was going, no. Okay, I'm.
What?
Wow, thanks. I'm feeling so good today.
Yeah, good
Man,
for
I'm
you.
feeling good about me now because you just pushed me off a cliff and I'm
yeah.
baked a cake and got to eat it. Wow.
Tell us, talking about pastry, let's talk about the donut, the $300 donut.
I know. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I got
No,
to find it.
you really want to.
I got to find it. I put it back. I was done. I told you I'm done.
The question is.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Will a $300 donut give you bedazzled poop? Okay. Here's the story. There's a bakery in New York that's selling a donut for $300. Yep, that's true. That's just for one donut, but it happens to be covered in gold.
Oh.
And they aren't sprinkles. These are actual jewels, so try not to crack a tooth on that sucker.
Okay.
The cream-filled pastry at the famous Angelina Bakery is encrusted in edible gems, real pearls, and 24-karat gold leaf, sure to question your spending habits and make you and to make your ensuing bathroom experience feel more like a tour of Liberace's living room.
Why would you want to swallow the jewels?
Why do you want to put a jewel in a donut and charge $300? What?
Yeah,
What
really.
the?
I don't
Maybe if I did that and those jewels, I guess I'd be combing through my poop at the end to get me some jewels.
Yeah, I guess so.
Straining that sucker.
Yeah.
People do bizarre things.
Yeah. Now we've talked about Temu before, right? Temu
Yes.
is a buying. I don't even know where they're located.
China.
Okay, they're in China.
Uh-huh.
Let's just say they're in China. But it's an app that you put. You can't even order. I guess you can order online, but usually you have to download the app.
Right.
Anyway, Temu shoppers say that costume jewelry is actually a dog tooth.
What?
You never really know what you're going to get when you order from Temu, is what this person says. Like the woman who bought a necklace with a plastic charm, but it turned out to be a dog's tooth.
Okay, this is. Okay.
Well, at least that's what she says. Even vets in the comments section say it looks like a canine's tooth, and when she put it under a lighter, it didn't melt. It just stunk up the room. Temu told her to contact customer service if she wants her money back. The site has been blasted for other gross stuff like starfish, curtain ties made from real decaying starfish, and a lamp that was delivered filled with ants. Now, I've ordered some stuff from Temu, and it's usually stuff for my Star Trek productions, cheap stuff like wigs and ears and stuff like that. And they do come like it's packaged very cheaply. Some things.
Okay.
So if you're going to order stuff on Temu, just be careful and look at all the pictures to make sure that what the picture they're trying to sell is actually the actual products later on.
Okay, my concern is over this dog whose tooth is missing and how that happened.
Well, I think you know how Amazon works. Amazon doesn't make everything. They just feature different products from different manufacturers and companies and whatever. And I think Temu does the same thing, because the stuff that I've ordered comes from different places. It doesn't come from.
Does it make you wonder?
Yeah.
The practices that go through. I don't know. Just my mind, of course, went.
But honestly, the things that I've ordered there, I've gotten. And it's always been.
Well, you've had good experience, and I've read other people who have had good experience, and then you can read reviews on any place, honestly.
Right.
But there you are.
All right.
But you may get don't order a necklace that kind of looks that way, because it may be a dog's tooth, and it may not. They didn't even prove that it was.
Yeah,
so
not unless you want to.
What do we know? Hey, we talk about duct tape now and then.
Yeah, we love duct tape around here.
Well, what about banana art? Okay. An artist duct taped a banana to the wall and called it art.
Okay.
And it was expected to sell at auction for about $1 million.
Oh, my gosh.
Now the artist is laughing all the way to the bank because somebody bought it for $6.2 million.
Oh, my gosh.
The buyer of the banana is the owner of Tron, which is a cryptocurrency platform. He says he plans to eat it as part of the unique artistic experience.
Eat it?
And if he just wanted a snack, he could have gotten a cheaper banana.
That just shows you that people got too much money, because if you're paying what, $6.2 million, you've got another 6.2 somewhere that you don't even care about, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That whatever. I guess whatever. I can't say anything. I just.
Have you been looking at what robots are doing?
Yeah, somewhat,
they have
but not.
Dog robots. They've got human robots. They've got these robots that have wheels on them that they can go up a stair.
Yeah.
It's just bizarre how many robots are coming out. Well, the Major League Baseball will start testing robot umpires for spring training. An umpire, you've watched a ball game and you go, that was a strike, and he calls it a ball.
Right.
Yelling at the umpires is going to be weird now that Major League Baseball says it start testing robot umpires during the spring training. They'll try out the automated ball strike system at 3 parks during Grapefruit and Cactus League games. They've still got a few bugs to fix, like the actual shape of the strike zone. But the Major League Baseball hopes to have the robot umps calling balls and strikes for 2026. For what it's worth, contracts for the Umpires Association expire on December 1st. So
all right then.
May not even have any umpires anymore.
May not.
What do you think about that?
May not need people in the world. What a sad day.
Well,
we
need things done for us. So.
Hey, do you know what today is?
What is today?
We're jumping to today is.
Okay.
And it is arrival of the U.S. Capitol Christmas tree for all of you who have been waiting with bated breath.
I've got a beef about that. Why did they cut the tree down when they could have rooted it? They could have taken the whole tree out.
And put it where?
And why do they have to cut these trees down? They could have. They've got a machine where they can just dig down and get the roots out, and then haul it.
I wonder what the survival rate is.
I don't know.
Something like that.
I don't know. Maybe they do die, but I just wonder. They get them out of people's front yard. They got this one out of somebody's front yard.
Do they pay those people?
Well, I'm sure they did.
Okay.
But anyway.
It's also National Cranberry Sauce Day. Yum, yum, yum. Who has cranberry sauce with their Thanksgiving?
Not me.
I don't.
I don't like it.
I've had cranberry salad before, but yeah, whatever.
I could do without it.
Yeah. Start your own country day.
Oh, plant a flag. Yeah. And declare you're living in Jenniferland or Peternesia. Peternesia?
Dan.
Name your own country.
What would you call yours?
Danville.
Oh, I was going to say Danamania.
Danamania.
Yeah.
There we go. I wonder how we can do that.
I don't know. Tomorrow's Doctor Who Day, National Eat a Cranberry Day. Everything's going to be cranberry.
Yeah.
National Espresso Day and National Cashew Day. I'm not going to read that one because I don't know how to pronounce it. International Aura Awareness Day.
And if you're really exuberant, Sunday you could celebrate your Unique Talent Day.
All right, we're done.
It won't be cake decorating, that's for sure.
No, it will not.
Have a good weekend, guys. We'll see you on Monday.